Hello, sixth graders. Welcome to sixth grade math, writing equations in one variable lesson. Pause while you write the lesson title in your math notebook. Pause again while you write today's lesson objective in your math notebook. Today's objective is, I can translate words into mathematical equations by completing practice problems with 100% accuracy in multiple attempts. Here's the standard we'll be working on for today. It is to solve an equation or inequality, to choose or create a set of values that make the equation or inequality true. We're going to start this lesson with a little review of your vocabulary. An equation is a mathematical sentence that uses an equal sign to show that two expressions are equal. So we've talked a lot about expressions and the fact that they don't have an equal sign, and equations are two expressions that are connected by an equal sign. So 12 is an expression, and it's connected to 4 plus 8, which is another expression, and they're connected with an equal sign. To write a word sentence as an equation, look for key words or phrases such as is, the same as, or equals to determine where to place the equal sign. Let's look at example 1, writing equations. Write the word sentence as an equation. The sum of a number n and 7 is 15. So when we are looking at our steps to solve this, we need to look at the words and translate them into numbers and symbols. So the sum of a number n and 7, we translate that into n plus 7. Is an equal sign, and then 15 is just 15. So an equation is n plus 7 equals 15. This is the same example, letter B. A number y decreased by 4 is 3. So a number y decreased by 4 is y minus 4. So you have the number y first, and then you're decreasing it by 4. Is equals, and then the 3 remains the 3. So an equation is y minus 4 equals 3. And we are still on example 1, letter C. And now we're looking at 12 times a number p equals 48. So remember, when you write a coefficient and a variable together, you just put them right together. So 12 times the number p is just 12p. There's no symbol in between them. We know that that means multiply. And then equals is an equal sign, and 48 is 48. So an equation is 12p equals 48. Example 2, we're going to look at something that's a little more of a real-life equation. 10 servers decorate 25 tables for a wedding. Each table is decorated as shown. Let C be the total number of white and purple candles. Which equation can you use to find C? So if we look at the picture, we can see that there are purple candles, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. 6 purple. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 white candles, I believe. That would be my guess, yep. So 4 is that's where they're getting these numbers in the equations. 4 is the white candles, and 6 are the purple candles. So we're looking for an equation to find C. C is the total number of white and purple candles. Now we know that we can just take care of this. We know how to do this. However, sometimes you're asked to write an equation. So we need to do that. So let's skip what our answers are for a second and just go down here to what the words are. So the total number of candles, so that's what we're looking for, is, so remember is equals the total number of tables times the number of candles on each table. So they told us in the problem that our variable was going to be C for the total number of candles. So our equation is going to be C equals 25, because there's 25 tables, times 4 plus 6, because we have 4 white candles plus 6 purple candles on each table. So the correct answer is B. C equals 25 times 4 plus 6. So again, remember that we don't put a symbol in between the number that we're multiplying and the parentheses. And here's another real-life application. After 2 rounds, students are eliminated from a spelling bee. There are 96 students remaining. Write an equation you can use to find the number of students that started the spelling bee. So over here, there's a little hint for you. The word eliminated means you're subtracting. So the number of students that started minus the number of students that are eliminated is the number of students remaining. So we are going to let S be the number of students that started. So S is what we're looking for, remember? So we are being asked to write an equation to find the number of students that started the spelling bee. We are not actually being asked to solve this equation. We don't have to find the number. We just have to write an equation that can be solved. So S is the number of students that started minus 24, because that says 24 were eliminated, and our note over here told us that that eliminated means subtraction. So we started with a number, we don't know how many, we're subtracting 24 because they were eliminated, and it tells us that there are 96 students remaining. So we have 96 students left, so that is the equal sign. So an equation is S minus 24 equals 96. So you'll notice they'll say an equation is, because there are a couple of different ways to write this. So you could also say 96 plus 24 equals S. Or you could say S equals 96 plus 24. Or you could flip this one around and say 96 equals S minus 24. So there are a few different ways you can write this. So when they say an equation is, that means that there's more than one correct answer. So you might have a correct answer sometimes, and it just might look different from something your neighbor. Here's what you need to do next to finish this lesson. You need to be sure your notes are complete in your ISN, complete your Google Form questions, review your lesson if you need to, and complete your Big Ideas math assignment in your Math Spiral notebook. Be sure you submit that when it is 100% correct, not before, and track your progress on your playlist.